today I created a look using this Colourpop I Think I Love You palette. It's very gorgeous. I do have like fingerprints on it, but that's what it looks like. It has colors like these. It is a little bit different, but I created this eye look with it. And I didn't use any false lashes because I thought that it would be easier for you guys to recreate, and if you don't like putting false eyelashes, this is how it looks. And usually I do put false lashes in my videos because they do look a bit better, but yeah, this is what the look looks like. If you do like it, then give this video a thumbs up and just keep watching. So, hello, the first thing I want to do is carve out underneath my brows. I did do my brows off camera because I thought it'll be easier and less time consuming. Hopefully you guys like this background as well, because it is a little bit different. If you like the lighting here, let me know as well. So for carving out my eyebrows, I always use this Jouer spot liner brush, but any brush that has like a very fine tip would do the same job. And the concealer that I'm using is this Colourpop No Filter concealer, and this one is in the color Light 20. It's weird because like I'm right in front of the door. You can probably hear the birds as well, but you know, I think it's kind of cute. But hopefully it doesn't bother you guys. Lately I've been using this Urban Decay eyeshadow primer potion, and it's actually really nice. I'm just going to be applying it like that. And today I was like, I want to do a look that's glamorous, but with no false lashes. Not everyone wants to wear false lashes to every single occasion. And I did want to use the green in the palette. It's very bright in that one, but I didn't really have like a bright green top, so I was like, I'll just wear a khaki color. But you can hear that. That's also another reason why, like, I like doing voiceover, but I feel like when I chat to you guys, it's better. Oh my god, look at my under eyes. I didn't have too much sleep last night, so I've got very bad dark under eyes, but I guess that's life. If that annoys you, I'm just going to be applying a little bit of this Pixi under eye cream, but I guess it's normal to have under eye circles. I do really like this, but it has like a pink tint to it, so sometimes it does make my under eyes look a bit pink, but looks a little bit better. I don't know if it really made a difference, but yeah. For this look, I am going to be using the Colourpop I Think I Love You palette. The first shade that I'm going to go in with is this color here. I think it's called My Treat. I don't know how this works, but I'm reading the one that's right behind that one, and it's called My Treat. And it's like this skin tone color with a hint of shimmer in it. So for that, I'm using this Jouer concealer buffer brush, and it's in the number 142. And I also like using only one palette to do a whole eye look, because I feel like if I was to use so many palettes, like what's the point in that? Not all of you might have all of those palettes, and if you're watching this video, maybe you only have this palette or different palettes. You know, everyone doesn't have the same palette, so I just thought I'll just use one palette. If you want me to do like 2 palette videos and like switch through them, then I will as well, but I just thought like it will be easy to recreate if it was only one palette. And for my crease color, I'm going to go in with that second shade. I have used this palette once or twice, like, but I did do like a simple everyday eye look. You can see they're really pigmented, and I'm just going to be putting that through my crease holding my brush in the middle, and I'm just going to be blending that out. And same thing to the other eye. I do have more shadow on this side than that side, so I'm just going to be applying more to this side. So then I'm going to go back in with the first shade that I used, which is called My Treat, on the same brush, and just apply it to my brow bone. So then I'm just going to be applying that green shade that I was mentioning over there, but I'm going to be mixing it with, which shade do I want to mix it with? I think I want to mix it with that shade. So I'm using Let's Do It, I think, with Better Bitter. I hope I'm like saying it right because I'm just reading from behind it, but you guys know it's that green shade and that browny, cool tony shade. Any flat shader brush would do, but I couldn't find my Bdellium Tools one, so I'm just going to be using this Real Techniques detail brush. No Fix Plus or anything on it, just picking up both the shades, mixing it together, and applying that onto my eyelid. Oh, it does have like a yellowy tint to it. And then I'm just going to be applying it again. The shadows are pigmented, but I think if you apply Fix Plus or any type of setting spray, they will be more intense. But look how gorgeous the shades apply. And this is with a brush. Usually you need to use shimmer colors with your finger, but I think that looks good. They do have kind of like a kick up to it, but I really do like it when shadows kind of have that powderiness. Not a lot powdery, but just a little bit, because I feel like they blend easier. I want to darken up my crease a little bit, so I'm just going to go in with Screw It, this shade here next to that green, that one here, and just apply that to my crease. With the same MAC 217 brush, if I did mention it at the start. This is what it looks like. Then I do really like doing my liquid eyeliner, so I'm just going to be doing that. And for that, I do use a different eyeliner, which is the Stila liquid eyeliner, or sometimes my Physicians Formula one, which is in my bag that I take to uni so I can touch up. Hopefully that's not really loud. So these are what I have in, these two are what I have in this bag that I have with me right now, so I'm going to be using them. This is the Physicians Formula eyeliner. I do really love the Stila liquid eyeliner as well. I'm just going to be applying this. People ask me to like do tutorials on doing your liquid eyeliner. I just feel like I get close to the mirror and you wouldn't be able to see, and also I just literally draw lines and then I draw the flick. I'm so used to like doing it that you'll just get better at it with practice. I can even do thin wing liner, but I usually do like my bold. I might just leave it like this. We'll see how it goes. Oh, my other eyeliner. My favorite eyeliner, like a pencil eyeliner for my waterline and my tightline, is the Smashbox one. I love that gel eyeliner. Well, it's not really gel eyeliner, but it's called the Smashbox Always On Gel Eyeliner, I think. I really love that. Like, if you watched any of my vlogs, I think in one of them, I don't remember which one, I was mentioning that eyeliners don't really like stay in my waterline, they kind of rub off, but that one doesn't. So if you have the same struggle, this is like almost done. If you can see that there's even that part sticking out of it. Can you see it on my face? So I might just go over that with the next one. I'll just go over it with the next one because I am running low on that one. By the way, sometimes I do struggle with my liquid eyeliner, so it's normal. I'm just gonna thicken that one up a little bit as well. Like that. I think that'll do. Does it look even? Here with me, I do have this Urban Decay 24-hour Glide On pencil, which is really nice as well, but I don't feel like this stays on my waterline for long as well. It doesn't rub off in 5 minutes or so, but it doesn't stay on for extremely long. By the way, I've been loving like the Fenty foundation and the primer. I do have a shade that's a bit too light for me for the foundation. You know what, I might actually use those two. I might have to bring it, but if it is a bit too light on me, I might just change it up. But okay, I'm going to be using the Fenty Beauty primer first. This is amazing. I love this primer. If you didn't watch my first impressions, I'll link it up in the cards. So, and I didn't really mention in that video, but the bottle feels very luxurious. And for my face, I do like using like 2 pumps, 3 pumps sometimes. It's hydrating at first, but then it gets to like a powdery finish. Like that. Then for the foundation, I use the shade 120, but it is a tiny bit too light for me, I think. So that's what it looks like. I have used it. It has a gorgeous packaging. I was going to do a first impression, but I was like, so many people did first impressions on these that I don't know if I should. So I was like, I'll just use it in a video. I'm just blending it out. Wish me luck for my studies, and I also wish you all luck in your studies, work life, and everything else. Just use about a pump on my whole face, but when I mix it, I do use like 1.5 pumps because I do use a bit of the other foundation. Or maybe the colour is my colour. I think it is like a bit of my colour. It's, I think, still a little bit too light, but it looks fine. I think first when I used it, I didn't really wait until it oxidizes, so I just applied a darker foundation on top. Yeah, it looks nice by itself as well, I guess. For concealer, I'm going to be using a Colourpop one, but I'm just trying to look for a light shade. Neutral. This is in the shade number 10. And I'm just going to be applying that underneath my eyes. If you're wondering what I think about this concealer, I do really like it. It's a very nice one. It has good coverage and yeah, it just looks nice underneath my eyes. But Colourpop has affordable and good products. I'm going to be setting my under eyes with the Lauder Mercier powder. The one that I didn't like, but now I do. So if you do want me to answer any questions, just comment down below. No one really commented on my other videos, so I was like, maybe they don't want me to answer questions. So I'm just going to be using the Colourpop palette again and picking up the shade that I used for my crease, which is Fancy Face. I'll show you guys again just in case that's not the name. That one here. And the same brush, but I'm just going to pinch it a little bit and apply it to my lower lash line. That's what it looks like. Then I'm also going to be setting my whole face. I love either the MAC Studio Fix powder, which I hit pan on, and I also love my Kat Von D blotting powder, which I hit pan on. I also love my Benefit Hello Flawless, which I haven't hit pan on, but it's not right next to me, so I'm just going to be using the MAC. It's in the shade shade NC15. I feel like there's a huge gap between NC15 and NC20 because I purchased the NC15 concealer. Is it still recording? I purchased the NC15 concealer and I also have the NC20, but I feel like NC15 is a bit too light and NC20 is just a little bit too dark. So I don't know, they need like a NC18 or something like that. I really do love MAC. Like, I wish they can send me some products because they're very expensive in Australia, but I do keep purchasing off them. Then for bronzer, this is like a new bronzer that I purchased. It was actually from like this outlet store. So it's the Estee Lauder Bronze Goddess in the shade number 1 light. I also like using the MAC Baby Don't Go as a bronzer, but this is gorgeous as well. I do just apply it in patting motions like that. Sometimes I do kind of contour with a smaller brush, but majority of the time I'm like, I probably don't even need contouring. I just go like that. I don't even contour my nose because I feel like I can't really do it. I've done it once and I felt like my nose looked too small, so I was like, I don't think it suits me. Like, it looks good on so many people. Carly Bible does a very nice nose contour. I've watched Carly Bible since she was like on her 10th video or something, I don't know. Like, she was everywhere doing those celebrity inspired makeup looks and I was like, oh god, this girl is gorgeous. Then I do get my sponge again and then I like swipe underneath it like that, and then if I did apply too much I just go like that, but I have applied okay today. Then I'm actually going to be using this Tarte blush wheel. It was a holiday collection from last year, but I do want to use it today because I haven't used it in a while. That's why like I gotta stop like every single minute. I'm going to be using the shade Mod and Icon and mix those two shades together. And I apply it with the same foundation brush. The same foundation powder brush I meant, and just apply it to my cheeks. I do like using blush, but these blushes are extremely pigmented. Like the normal Amazonian clay blushes are a little less pigmented than this, which is sometimes better because when applying blush sometimes I don't really have like a light hand, but I do like using blush. Is it a bit too much? So just go over it like this. Blush fades anyway, so even if you apply a lot, like an hour, 2 hours later, it's going to start fading a little bit. But the Amazonian clay ones, not this formula, that one stays on. So whatever you put it as, it's going to stay like that for like the whole day. So yeah, now I'm just going to be curling my eyelashes, but I forgot to bring an eyelash curler. So now I'm just going to be curling my eyelashes and applying mascara. I'm just using this, the Face Shop eyelash curler. So I just curl it. And then I'll apply my highlighter after I do my mascara. My camera's running out of charge, so I'm trying to like hurry up. So like this. And the bottom. I am using the L'Oreal Telescopic in Carbon Black mascara. I'm just going to be applying the first coat of mascara and then we'll go back to applying mascara again after a highlighter. So as I said, for this look I'm not going to apply any false lashes. But if you want to, then you can. They do look better on camera, like if you put false lashes, but sometimes people have very nice long lashes to begin with, so they even look nice. And if you work with it, you can make your eyelashes somewhat long. So this is what mine looks like. For highlighter, I'm going to be using this Jouer powder highlighter. I think that's how you pronounce Jouer. And this is in the shade Citrine. Anastasia A23 brush. And pick that up. And just apply it to my cheekbones, my nose, and my Cupid's bow. I do sometimes apply it to my chin as well. Colourpop palette again, I'm going to be using the first shade here, which is called Girls Bites, just with my finger and applying that to my inner corners. So that's what it looks like. Then for lips, I'm going to be lining my lips with this Makeup Forever lip liner in 1C. It has like an orangey tint to it, and then I'm just going to be smudging it with my finger. I just always do this. I feel like it looks better before I apply my liquid lipstick. Then I'm going to be using this Colourpop, like it's even off the back, but I think it was Magic Wand. Yeah, it is Magic Wand. This is the Ultra Satin bit. So that's what it looks like. I'm going to be using this L'Oreal Carbon Black Voluminous Mascara to my top lashes. I feel like this eye has more mascara. This is the final look. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up and comment down below on if you've used this palette, if you like it, and what you actually think of it. So yeah, I'll see you all in my next video. Bye everyone.